super shoes. There's absolutely no doubt about it that these things were designed to absolutely obliterate PRs, from amateurs to elites. But the one thing that I have discovered through all my usage of these running shoes is the different signs of outsole wear that I've been seeing. In this video today, we're going to see if all these super shoes are made equal. These are all going to be different. If you're neutral or pronator or whatever, the wear that you'll see will be different. If you're lighter than me or heavier than me, the wear that you'll see will be different. But I can only give you an account of the shoes from me because I'm me. Unfortunately, I can't be anybody else. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, or if you're new to the channel today, welcome to the channel. My name is Sam, aka the Running Man Sam, the weight training runner that's into shoes. So today we are going to be looking at all of my super shoes and looking at the outsole wear. I'm not going to be talking about the shoes in a review purpose today, just literally going to be looking at the outsole wear of the shoe. All of these shoes for me perform really well across all the different distances for different reasons. Of course, if you do want to see more of my videos and more detailed reviews, then don't forget to check out my channel, which we've got in the background here. You'll see all different reviews from pretty much every single one of these shoes on there. Some are full reviews, some are workouts, if you want to know a little bit more detail. But today the question in hand is how these super shoes are built to last. What's the durability of the outsole, mainly, of these super shoes? Now, this is something that I've seen a huge variety of wear in, between some that are looking absolutely like I barely even used them, and others that look like I've done 400, 500 miles. It's to show you guys how potentially more of a heavier runner, so 90 kilogram runner, will put wear through these super shoes. So if you're watching this today and you are a heavier guy or girl, then hopefully this will really be relatable to you for how these super shoes will last. And even if you're a lighter guy or girl, I think it's still going to show which ones are made to be more durable. I think a bit more relatable though if you are heavier, we'll see ones that maybe you will definitely want to avoid if you don't want to see any of these signs of wears below 100 miles. With somebody that is more of a supinator on my right foot, meaning that I land sort of on my outsole side of my foot and come outwards. So that's the big toe, I come outwards. I'm going to start from the worst sign of wear, working up to the best. So stick around. So we're going to start off with the Nike Vape Fly Next Percent 2. And the Nike Vape Fly Next Percent 1, which I don't have anymore because it's literally destroyed at 133 miles. I'll put a picture of the outsole of the shoe up here at 133 miles. So this shoe here has done, I think, about 50 miles. And it's definitely, for me, showing the most signs of dangerous wear, meaning that it will get to a point where I can't use this shoe anymore. This area here on the outside of my foot, again, it's almost worn completely down to the carbon plate. So just below here is the carbon plate, and this is at 50 miles. Again, this is from somebody that is a supinator. So when I do land, I am sort of doing this a little bit, which does indicate why there is a lot of sign on the lateral side. But I mean, that is a lot of wear on this side after not very many miles, and running on concrete, you know, not running on loads of stones or things like that's going to tear it up. Just normal running surfaces. So at 220 odd quid and the amount of wear that I'm seeing on this, if you're worried about an outsole lasting very long, I definitely wouldn't go for this shoe personally. Custom version that I got recently, I made a change to the outsole with the waffle design. So obviously this is just bits of mud ingrained, but I'm hoping that this being a little thicker and obviously having these sort of like nipple nug things on here on the lateral side, I'm hoping that I'll see less wear. It's still early days, I've only done 10 miles in this so far, but we'll keep you updated on whether this custom outsole will give me more durability. The Adidas Adios Pro 1 in the Screaming Orange colourway. So we're going to look at the right foot because that's the foot that shows the most wear on pretty much all of my shoes. In the toe off area, the rubber is really wearing through here again, where I sort of supinate a little bit there. So we're seeing quite a lot of signs of wear there. And then because of where the carbon rods are, you can see them here, it's creating like little craters in the shoe. It's not caused any performance issues at the moment because it's literally just here. But yeah, not a lot of durability here. This is probably the second most sort of damaged shoe I'd say quite early on. Now if we look at the pink version in the right foot, done more miles in this one, and strangely I'm not really seeing the toe off issue here. My foot strike hasn't changed or anything like that, which does lead me to think that maybe in different colours of the rubber it's made differently or slightly differently, but I can't confirm that. Just showing from what I can see here is that I've not really got that toe off rubber wearing off so much on this version. However, this is what I was talking about here. So this is nearly down to the exposed rod area. Again, it's not causing me any issues when I'm running. So I think the next one in terms of getting slightly better and an increase in the outsole durability than the first version is the Adios Pro 2. Again, we're going to look at the right shoe, which as I said is the shoe where I supinate the most in, therefore showing more signs of wear. Quite a bit of wear in the toe off area here. So you'll notice that they added some continental rubber here to try and reduce the toe off area wear, which is brilliant, but they didn't do it on this side, which is how it will affect me, because obviously I supinate. So it would obviously negate any sort of toe off issues you would have on version 1 with this continental rubber, which is more durable than this rubber. However, because I supinate, it's not the case, unfortunately. Again, it's not causing any issues having wear here. Craters forming, so see here, look, it's really indented. Again, where I supinate on this side, it's all like, you know, right down to where the rod is underneath that. Not so much on the other ones, but again, that's because of how I'm landing. Yeah, I definitely think this is more durable than the Adios Pro 1 in terms of the outsole, especially if you are a pronator. Again, these are all going to be different. If you're neutral or pronator or whatever, the wear that you'll see will be different. If you're lighter than me or heavier than me, the wear that you'll see will be different. But I can only give you an account of the shoes from me because I'm me. Unfortunately, I can't be anybody else. Oh, this is probably joint first, is the New Balance RC Elite 2. So I'm not talking about these shoes in terms of performance today or anything like that, or value or all those sorts of things. All I'm literally talking about today is the outsole. With my left and right foot as a supinator, seeing no signs whatsoever on the rubber areas of any exposed, of any sort of wear or tear or anything like that. And even on the midsole area, really, on the exposed midsole area, I mean, you've got obviously a little bit of discoloration coming from it, but no real damage to it. And this is the most miles of any of the super shoes that I've done, coming in at 139, 140 miles. The durability, if you're looking for a shoe to take you hundreds and hundreds of miles, this is definitely going to be it, for sure. Again, still as a heavier guy, I'm not seeing hardly any wear there at all. And moving on to the final shoe for today. The best shoe in terms of any exposed area and wear and tear is the Asics Method Sky. This shoe here has done 100 miles, and you probably wouldn't be able to tell that it's done more than 5 miles the way that it looks. You know, there's loads of exposed foam here, and it barely looks like anything. There's no wear at all in this rubber area, no wear at all in any of this. There's a tiny little bit of wear on the midsole, but that's just, I think, where the paint or whatever it is flaking off a little bit. In the toe off area, there's no wear whatsoever on both my left and my right foot. It's clear today that the outsoles of running shoes are made very, very differently. I'm not going to go into the details of what the rubbers are made of or anything like that, because I don't know, basically. Who cares? It doesn't matter, does it? We don't care about what it's made of, we care about the actual real life implications of that. So in conclusion, I definitely think that the New Balance RC Elite 2 and the Asics Method Sky are the best two shoes by a long shot that I've got as a super shoe, in terms of not showing any wear, hardly any wear whatsoever on the outsoles. And both of these have got pretty much the highest 2 mileage out of those all these shoes as well. So yeah, definitely think if you're looking for a super durable outsole, then the New Balance RC Elite 2 or the Asics Method Sky. On the other hand, I definitely think that the next percent, especially as a supinator, is by miles the worst shoe for durability on the outsole, showing loads of wear on the lateral side for me. The next one I've had to retire at 130 miles because it's literally the outsole has fallen to pieces. Again, I'll put another picture here. Followed probably not so closely by the Adios Pro 1, which again is showing quite a lot of wear in the toe off area and sort of craters forming underneath the energy rods. So I hope you found this video helpful today. It is clear that there's a lot of difference between the outsoles of these super shoes. In the comments below, let me know if you've got any of these super shoes, what the wear is looking like on the outsole for these. Have you seen a similar pattern? If you've got the same shoes as me, have you seen a different pattern? And if you have seen a different pattern, then let me know, you know, sort of whether you think you're a neutral striker, as in like, you know, you land on your toe off like this, or you supinate a little bit, or whether you pronate a little bit, because I just want to see sort of what sort of difference that makes. And also whether or not you are a heavier or lighter guy or girl. So I hope you've found this video useful. I've actually found it quite interesting talking about this. As always guys, I've been Running Man Sam. This has been a super duper video, and I'll see you guys in a bit.